Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum. So first of all, on the 1 hour chart, we can see that Ethereum is still moving in an overall sideways range that started in August. Really not anything noteworthy that happened, just sideways consolidation with up and down and up and down, and volatility is even reducing. So it takes the shape of some kind of a triangle pattern, which in the bearish scenario is a B wave, which could result in a C wave, which might lead to a test around 1800. It's definitely something to prepare for, to be aware of. I mean, Ethereum has not yet broken out to the upside, but the local trend is up from the October low. The price reached this blue Fibonacci target area, which was our local target. The question is now, after reaching the target, what now? What next? And we're just now observing and waiting for clues in which direction it might want to break out. Because at the moment, this is just sideways consolidation. So we have a local uptrend, but in an overall sideways range. And the very local price action is also range bound. So we haven't got any clue now in which direction it wants to break out. But in these cases, where we've moved from support into, let's call it resistance or an upside target area, the risk is obviously high because the market could easily get rejected in this area. But at the moment, it's just consolidating perfectly within the boundaries of this Fibonacci target zone. And it's defined between 5,000 would be nice, right? 2,538 and 2,679. And I'm waiting for a first break of support or break of resistance to, let's say, indicate in which direction the pivot is breaking, or we're breaking out of the pivot. Because all this is now a critical juncture. We're at a decision point. Typically, the market needs some time to make such decisions. Yeah. Overall, the day seems to be quite positive in the crypto sector today. And I'm tracking, for example, a triangle pattern here. So it is possible that we're moving sideways in an internal triangle even. Or that this is simply an ABC structure. Both are possible within a wave 4 and we get one more high. So I think we can keep it very simple. At the moment, while the risk is high that we get a downside breakout after the price rallied into the target area and after we've completed pretty much technically a triangle, I haven't got a confirmed top in place. And one of my favorite sayings is, just because we have completed a pattern doesn't mean we have to turn around. So it doesn't mean we have to turn around to the downside. We've arrived in this target area, which is a corrective rally within, for example, wave E of B in the yellow scenario, which is this, let's say, bearish scenario, where a B wave could top in this area as a triangle. But we haven't got any confirmation that the pattern is actually complete. It looks complete technically, but there is no confirmation, like for example a break of support or a first micro 5-wave move to the downside. So I'm very open to the idea of further upside continuation. That would be possibly a wave 5 of C of E. And as long as we stay below 2,734, which is the previous swing high, the triangle remains technically valid. Above, the next levels will be the swing high from August around 2,820, 2,910, 3,072. But all of that would not yet be clearly bullish. It would simply be that the local uptrend just continues. Bear in mind, I haven't called a top yet for a good reason. The local uptrend is still continuing in this case. But for a really good confirmation that a lasting low has been established in our larger support zone on the 5th of August, we need more. We need a 5-wave move up, okay? So anybody who entered with maybe swing trades in this area, I mean, that's what these are for. They are larger support areas where people who are investing or, who want to look for swing trades could think about getting positioned. I mean, that's essentially what they are, because we know that below these, the structure and the bullish assumption breaks. So it doesn't matter so much, what the micro does, because it might test support again, could be another opportunity and so on. But overall, we are waiting for evidence that we have indeed bottomed on the 5th of August, but I can't confirm it yet. That's the difficulty here at the moment. I know, people want to know, but we can't. We don't know at this stage. But the thing is, we don't need to know. We don't need to know. Yesterday, someone asked me, obviously there's always a bit of a delay in confirming a move, right? We need a structure to confirm something. And you know, and then the concern was about getting positioned in time and everything. And I always say, look, this is analysis. If you're trading, you can use the levels, and the idea is as a trader to get positioned at these pivots, for example, and these larger support areas. Not necessarily that when you know that the market has bottomed, because when you know that the market bottomed, everybody knows, right? Or at least the people who follow Elliott wave. And well, that's typically too late. So you basically ideally get positioned where the market is in a reversal zone, where with a high probability reversals are happening. Yep, it takes patience, it takes discipline. But again, you know, you'd be in profit now if you entered in the orange support zone, which I show you pretty much from time to time on the daily chart. But also here you see it, it's big enough, I think. It's about, you know, strategically adding in these areas. Well, if you want to add Ethereum, I mean, that's the other question, right? Because Ethereum isn't outperforming Bitcoin at the moment. So what's the point? Well, that's if you compare Bitcoin and Ethereum. So in my opinion, it only really makes sense to go heavy in on Ethereum once Ethereum starts to outperform Bitcoin. Now that hasn't happened yet. So I'd be careful about Ethereum in general, because what's the point, right? I mean, from a swing trading point of view, Bitcoin usually, or at least in this cycle, presented similar setups, but the performance was better, and we're tracking the performance with our ETH BTC chart. And on the ETH BTC chart, Ethereum has not yet started to outperform Bitcoin. I've been tracking it throughout the bull market, but Ethereum has not yet started to outperform. So therefore, Bitcoin, which arguably has lower risk and is seen more than Ethereum, than an institutional asset, hasn't, you know, Bitcoin is still the leader in this cycle. That might change at some point, and you can be sure I will let you know when that happens. That's the update about Ethereum. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.